What is happening in Texas right now is absolutely horrific and so heartbreaking, but there are so many people, including many children, who are still missing. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning specifically for Kerr County, where the Guadalupe River is located.
Major highways are submerged, paralyzing transportation and cutting off access to critical areas. Entire neighborhoods, especially in lower-lying areas, have become vast inland lakes. Only rooftops rise above the surface. Like islands in a brown, stagnant sea, emergency services can't reach these people by road. They've turned to boats, makeshift rafts, and even helicopters just to deliver clean water, food, and basic aid. These are American citizens, accustomed to modern comforts and stable infrastructure, now living without electricity, without drinking water, and without answers. Candlelight has replaced streetlights. Pots and pans are now alarms, banged loudly in hopes that rescue teams will hear them. Some residents sit motionless on rooftops, staring blankly into the flooded streets, waiting for a miracle that isn't coming. What fills the air is not just humidity, but despair. This devastation isn't happening in a war zone or an impoverished village. It's happening in the United States, one of the most developed nations in the world. And that's what makes it all the more shocking. Even in America, nature can strip everything away in a matter of hours. And what's worse, recovery hasn't even begun, because the floodwaters haven't left. The scenes in this video were captured by journalists and local residents over several days. You'll see children huddled on the second floors of flooded homes. Parents, exhausted, trying to scoop water out of their kitchens, only to give up moments later. Elderly men and women sit in plastic chairs on patios barely above the waterline, watching helplessly as their world sinks beneath them. Even pets, dogs and cats, left behind, are stranded on rooftops, thin and trembling, with no food or dry shelter. These people don't need promises. They need power, clean water, and the assurance that someone knows they're still here, still trapped. Some were lucky. They left before the water rose. But others had no car, no hotel to go to, no family elsewhere. They stayed, and now they're paying the price. The flood didn't just destroy homes. It exposed the holes in our emergency systems and the inequalities that define who gets out, and who gets left behind. Local police, firefighters, and National Guard units are working tirelessly. But the area is so badly flooded that even they're struggling. With roads unusable, and terrain unstable, they rely on small boats and helicopters to deliver supplies. One case of water, a loaf of bread, a pack of batteries, it's never enough. And with the threat of more rain looming, fear only grows. One resident told us, "We never imagined it would rise this high. When I first saw the street flooding, I thought it would drain by morning. But 2 days passed, and the water was still here. We've lost power. The internet is gone. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Another added tearfully. My daughter cried from hunger. I caught rainwater, strained it through cloth, then boiled it over candlelight. I've never felt so helpless in my life.
Happy Saturday, y'all. Oh my God. It is flooded out here in Central Texas. We just got a notice that we need to evacuate my apartment. Now, those of y'all that follow me, y'all know that I was back here on my patio office, and I showed you where the deer and stuff were down there.
In the aftermath of disasters, we often speak of resilience, unity, and hope. But for places still underwater, still surrounded by danger, there's no talk of recovery yet. These people aren't rebuilding, they're surviving. Day by day, hour by hour, their hope is wearing thin, like the water lines staining the walls of their flooded homes. And now, a new threat is emerging, disease. With stagnant water, animal carcasses, and no sanitation, illness is spreading. Diarrhea, rashes, fever. These aren't just inconveniences. They are signs that a second crisis is on the horizon. One born not of floodwaters, but of neglect.
Look at that. The flooding is flooding, and it ain't nothing to play with.
The city is quiet now. No car horns, no street chatter, no laughter. Just the occasional slosh of water and the silent breathing of people trying not to panic. Some are still hopeful, trying to build makeshift bridges, wading carefully in waist-high water. But no one knows when this will end. As long as the water stays, they are stuck. And we, the ones watching this video, cannot look away. Share this video. Let others know what's happening here. Let aid organizations, governments, and generous hearts hear the cries of people who feel forgotten. Let's make sure they know they're not alone. Because sometimes, a video, a repost, a moment of awareness, can be the only spark of hope left for someone still fighting to survive in the darkness. In a country thought to be unshakable, yet now, on its knees beneath rising waters that refuse to leave.
bigger up. Oh my God! Did you see that? The whole house came apart.